Hello, friends. Welcome to Raje for Life. I am Samriddhi, and today's story is The Lion of Swaraj. We have seen till now how Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj showed exceptional courage and leadership qualities. His mother, Jizabai, taught him the values of bravery, justice, and the importance of protecting the people. Shivaji grew up during a time when India was broken into small kingdoms and under threat from powerful empires like the Mughals. At the age of just 16, Shivaji began his goal to establish a Maratha kingdom. He carefully planned his strategies and formed a loyal army known as the Mavadas, who were skilled in guerrilla warfare. His leadership inspired his followers, and they soon began capturing forts and territories, expanding his Swarajya across the region. Sinhagad, originally known as Kondana, was a strategic fort that played a key role in Shivaji's plans. Its location on a steep hill made it a natural fortress and difficult for enemies to conquer. The fort was important for controlling the surrounding areas and ensuring the safety of Shivaji's Swarajya. A few years earlier, Kondana had been handed over to Adil Shah as a part of a treaty between him and Shivaji Maharaj. Jizabai was very eager that Kondana be won back, and Shivaji Maharaj promised her to do so. He understood that taking this fort would not only strengthen his position but also boost the morale of his troops, Mavadas, and people. At that time, Kondana was guarded by Udaybhan Rathod. He was a Mughal fort keeper and a formidable Rajput warrior. The only way to enter the fort was from the east or the west through very narrow valleys which were heavily guarded. The south and north side were covered by a huge mountain. That is why launching a surprise attack was almost impossible. Shivaji was on a lookout for a clever and brave general who could lead the Marathas, Mavadas, into this very tricky situation and be victorious. Tanaji was a general in Shivaji Maharaj's army. He was inspired by Shivaji Maharaj's vision of a strong and independent kingdom, Swarajya. During this time, Tanaji was busy preparing for the wedding of his son, Raiba. Tanaji wanted to invite Raje for the wedding. When he went to Shivaji Maharaj to invite him for the wedding, Tanaji realized that Shivaji Maharaj looked worried. "What is worrying you, Raje?" Tanaji asked. Shivaji Maharaj explained to him the complicated task of capturing Kondana and that he was looking for a suitable leader to take up the mission. At once Tanaji said, "I will go, Maharaj. I will win Kondana back for Swarajya." Shivaji tried to convince Tanaji that he should be home with his family since his son was getting married. But Tanaji was firm. "I will capture Kondana first, then marry my son Raiba," he said. No amount of convincing could change his mind once he knew that he could end Raje's worry. He put a hold on all preparations and took charge of the mission. Before setting off, Tanaji gathered his loyal Mavadas and carefully planned their strategy. He studied the map of the area, marking hidden paths and secret trails that wound up the steep hill. Tanaji explained, "We must move quietly, like shadows in the night, so the enemy does not see us coming. He also reminded his team of Mavadas to stay together, be brave, and watch out for one another. On 4th February 1670, under the light of a full moon, Tanaji and his 300 soldiers began their journey. The path was tricky, with rocky ledges, narrow passages, and thick patches of wild brush. Sometimes they had to crawl through small gaps between heavy boulders. To climb this steep mountain, Tanaji came up with a genius idea. Monitor lizards, or ghorpads, are found in abundance in this region, and they are known for their extraordinarily firm grip. One such monitor lizard, Yashavanti, was tamed by Tanaji. Tanaji had ropes tied to Yashavanti. He let Yashavanti scale the cliff. Once she was firmly holding the edge of the cliff, the Mavadas climbed up the steep path with the help of the ropes. Even though the climb was hard and the night was filled with danger, Tanaji's calm voice and encouraging words kept everyone's spirits high. Finally, Tanaji and the Mavadas reached the fort. But upon getting there, the Mughal soldiers sensed their arrival and they attacked them. The Marathas found themselves heavily outnumbered. A long battle began between the two armies led by Tanaji and Udaybhan. The Marathas seemed to be winning even if they were outnumbered. Then a one-on-one sword fight started between the two commanders. Both were very competent swordsmen. As they battled between the two raged, once Udaybhan and the other times Tanaji looked about to win. This happened over and over as the two parred each other with vigor. Just then, in the middle of the fight, Tanaji's shield broke into pieces. Udaybhan was overjoyed. A warrior without a shield was easy to defeat. Tanaji quickly moved away and thought of a clever plan to protect himself. He quickly untied his turban cloth and wound it around his arm as a shield and entered the fight again. He fought fiercely and bravely. Finally, with one last strike, Tanaji killed Udaybhan. Unfortunately, in this fight, Tanaji was so severely wounded that he fell. Brave Tanaji breathed his last. The Mavadas, seeing that their leader had died, lost hope. They started looking for a way to escape. At that point, Tanaji's old uncle stopped them. "Why are you running away? Your leader Tanaji gave up his life for this fort. It is your duty to fulfill his promise," he scolded them. The Mavadas felt ashamed and attacked again with renewed vigor. They wanted to avenge Tanaji's sacrifice. The enemy had also lost heart at Udaybhan's death. They lost the will to fight and started fleeing. The Marathas soon defeated the fleeing Mughal army. The battle was won. Shivaji was overjoyed to hear that Kondana was theirs again. But when he heard that he had lost his most loyal Tanaji, Shivaji Maharaj was very sad. "We won the fort, but we lost our lion," he exclaimed. He renamed Kondana as Sinhagad, Lion's Fort, in memory of the brave Tanaji. Tanaji's story shows that Shivaji Maharaj's generals were so brave and loyal to him that they put the duty to Shivaji Maharaj and Swarajya over personal duties. They inspired others so that their soldiers kept up the fight even after their leader was gone. To these extraordinary warriors, we salute with Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Thank you.